Welcome back everyone to Dulce's Creations. My name is Dulce and we have a new project. Now, as you will be aware, or I think the videos are now up to date where I have mentioned we're doing an extension on my shed. So because we're doing that extension, I can't work in it, my craft haven, because we've already cut through the old one, so everything has had to move and it's just all piled up, so there's just absolutely no space to work at the moment. So I'm working in the conservatory. Now I want to do sort of a Dulce's Creations to put on my back wall, and I cut these up. I did 2 of them. They didn't, when I first cut them up, I figured it's not really what I want. Let me just show you. I've still got some of the pieces, so that goes in there. You get the idea. And then basically what I've also done is I've now cut them again. It's like a puzzle. I'm not building a puzzle every time I do this. Here you go. This should fit in there, you think? There, no. There you go. I'm not a big fan of puzzles. And then that one there. So, because it's not really what I had thought in my mind, what I did now is I obviously saved all these pieces from both, and then this morning I cut out this one, pull that away, and gave it a border around it, and obviously just engraved very lightly where everything has to go. So what I was doing, and then I realized I probably should share this with you. Let's take this away. So that will be the base, and now I've started sticking them together. I want 2 layers, so that will go there and that will go there. It's still tacky. I've just started gluing them together. And then just over here is all the other bits and pieces. So I've started sticking some of the leaves together already. There you go, those are all stuck together. And I just got to start sticking the rest together. Now when I cut one of these, let's put that away and put this on the side. This bit fell out, so I'm just going to stick that in there, and because it's at the bottom you can't really notice that there's a little gap in there, so we'll stick that there. So that's the next project. So what I'm going to do is I will fast forward and let you listen to some music instead of watching all of this. Could get a bit boring. And then the other idea is, once both are completed, I want to do this layer in red and then that layer in white, and this will go on a sort of a frame, and that will be in black. So you'll just see very little red if you actually think of the border that just runs around. It's actually only 3 millimeters that runs around it. So, but you will still see the red. It is a color I've always used in my logo. It's one of my favorite colors, so it would be wrong for me not to have it there. Anyway folks, I will fast forward you and you can enjoy the rest of the project. So I've given these their first coat of red. I'm not too worried about the back because it's going to stick on something else, so it's not a problem. what I want to do now is I want to give them, so I used Arteza Rose Madder on the back. So what I want to use now is I want to use some of this Deco Art Extreme Sheen Ruby so that it's got a nice shine to it. So that's what I'm going to do now. Put some of this over it. Ooh, don't want it to go pink. Oh, that's exactly what it's doing, going pink. And here I thought ruby was darker. It's definitely not the color I want. But I have to do both because I don't want them to be different in any way. So if I didn't do this one and then just put the garnet, I'm sure they would look totally different. So I'd rather do both and then redo both. Okay. So what I did with these is I found some of my spray paint that I generally use for Christmas. So there's a Christmas red, which is absolutely stunning. So these are done. All of these are also done in white. So I'm going to start putting them together. I'll start with this one, seeing as how it's closer. And then we'll move on to the D. This glue will dry clear, so if it does pop out and a little bit leaks, it's not the end of the world because it does dry clear. I was a bit worried when I was spraying it that lines wouldn't be visible, but they are. They still are, and it's still good. This part down. Oh, that's what I was afraid of, so I'll have to spray paint that. Okay, let's see if any of these leaves will need any extra spray, so that's fine. Instead, if I'm going to be spray painting, I might as well try and do it all at once. That's fine. Okay, so we are back. This is the board for the letters to be on. The letters are currently drying because I've put them all together and they are now drying because I've put some 3D on them, some of this 3D lacquer. Yeah, what I want to do now is I want to put some dragonfly so that it shines a little bit. And the bad thing of not being in my shed is I can never find anything. So I want to use the one that has a little bit of red on it. So one of them, here you go, has got green, gold, red shift. So that's what I want to use. So I don't want to use too much. I just want it to have a little bit of bling to it almost. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this looks pink. I'm going to leave it. I think it's got a little bit of bling, even though I think I've wiped out most of it. And then the last touch on it will be varnish it. I will put the letters on, but we are slowly getting there. Welcome back, everyone. What I did is on the letters I did a layer of the 3D crystal lacquer, but for some very strange reason it started showing up yellow from the wood, so I wasn't really liking it. Oh, I missed the spot there. So what I did is I took the 3D lacquer, I put some into this bottle, and then with some mica powder, you can see it's got that sheen on it, I went over it all, and it's got this sort of marble effect to it. It's not stuck down yet, but for some reason it's, can you see that marble effect to it? Now I've just noticed while talking to you that I missed one or two bits, or not, maybe just the way the light was shining. There you go. I think it looks so beautiful. It's better than I had expected or was even trying. So now what I've also done is I've done some marks on the wood so that I can put this down. What I decided to do, and I didn't want to put it straight, so I asked 4 people, and the vote was 3-1 to put it in this direction. I should say I asked 4 people plus myself. The vote would be 4-1 because I also wanted it like this. Anyway, so I'm going to stick this down with some epoxy glue, the 2-part epoxy glue. I've put some of the resin down, just going to put some of the hardener down, mix it, and get this stuck, and this project will be finished. My shed is 99% done with insulation. The windows are in also and working. I've got 2 windows that open, which is one of the things I really wanted for this new section of the shed. Next week my partner is going to be away, so I'm going to go in there and start filling in where all the screws are, covering that up and filling in any gaps, and then hopefully start to paint by the weekend. So it is getting there. Obviously then it's electrics, and then finally the floor. So we are almost there. But like I say, I'll finish this obviously now with you. The time you will see it will hopefully be on the wall when I give you a tour of my shed, my craft haven. Put this down where the marks are. I can see the marks better this way. So there. I really would love to hear your comments, what you think of the letters and how it's turned out. Please do let me know. So I've got the whole alphabet in this type of lettering with the lady. I think it will look absolutely stunning on boxes or even in a frame, just with an initial as a gift. course this is 5-minute epoxy, so it does go hard that fast, and generally it's the stick that tells me when it's set. I mean, the one that it's on the D is already set, so really once that is done I can actually just lift it up and show you. Well, there you go, all dry. Please let me know what you think in the comments. I would love to hear your comments. And as always, thank you so very much for being here with me. Remember to like, subscribe, press that notification bell so you are notified of all the upcoming projects. And wherever in the world you might be, please stay safe, stay well, and I will chat to you all very soon. Bye for now.